I was asked to make a tutorial on how to make a variation of the granny square with a six-pointed center. So I'll attempt to do so here. You want to start out like you would a regular granny square. Make your slip stitch, and I think most people normally chain 4, but I usually chain a little bit tight, so I always chain 5 to begin with. You notice I have a weird way of holding my crochet hook. There is no correct way. It's whatever is comfortable. Okay, chain the 5, and then you join in the first chain with a slip stitch to form a ring. And apparently I forgot how to do it. Okay, here we go. We have the ring. So now you want to make 6 double crochet clusters in this ring, or you could make 6 popcorn stitches in this ring. However you choose to do. I prefer making the cluster, so that's what we'll do. So you want to chain 2, yarn over, go through the ring, pull up a loop, pull through 2 on the hook, yarn over, go through the ring, pull up a loop, pull through 2 on the hook. You should have 3 loops remaining on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, chain 2, okay, yarn over, go through the loop, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go through the ring, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, go through the ring, pull up a loop, pull through 2 loops. This time you should have 4 loops remaining on the hook. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. Okay, that was a regular cluster there. We want to make the cluster 4 more times. Pull up a loop, pull through 2. Pull up a loop, pull through 2. Pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through all 4 loops on the hook, chain 2. Excuse me. Make another cluster. I don't know how well you can see this, but I always crochet over the tail, so I won't have to weave it in when I'm finished. Okay, we're on the last cluster here. Pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull up a loop, pull through 2. Okay, at the end you chain 2, go into the top of your first cluster with a slip stitch and join. Now, normally you would change colors here, but for demonstration purposes I will continue to use the same color. So I'll slip stitch in the chain space in between the clusters. And I want to make 2 clusters in each chain space for a total of 12 around. So I begin with a chain 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, pull through all 3 chains on the hook, chain 2. yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2, yarn over, pull up a loop, pull through 2. This is a normal cluster. There's 2 in the same space here. Chain 2. We want to do this all the way around. To our third cluster. Our fourth cluster. Okay, here we are in making the last cluster, which is number 12. Complete that. Chain 2, join with a slip stitch in the top of the first cluster. Normally, if you were going to change colors, this is where you would break it off and fasten, and you would join the new color in any of the spaces here. For my purposes, as I said before, I will continue with the same color. Slip stitch in the next space. And you want to do a chain 3 and 2 double crochets in the same space. Chain 1 in the next space, 3 double crochets. Chain 1 in the next space, 3 double crochet. Chain 1 and do this all the way around until you get back to your beginning chain 3. I'll be back with you when we get to that point. Okay, here we are in the last space, and we're making our last 3 double crochets in this space. Chain 1, join with a slip stitch in the third chain of your beginning chain 3. Join with a slip stitch. There's a couple of things you probably notice at this point. One thing is, hey, this is round. There's nothing square about it. That's what we'll fix on the next round. Another thing you notice is probably, I'm left-handed. But I've had to adapt to a right-handed world for 53 years. So at this point, I'm asking you to adapt to my left-handed world, because I cannot crochet right-handed. Okay, we'll begin the next round. Once again, this is normally where you would change colors, but I won't do so. So in this case, I'll do like you would in a regular granny square, and a slip stitch to the tops of my double crochets until I get to a space. So I'll slip stitch into that space. This is where we start making it square. You want to make a corner in this space, so we start with chain 3, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets in the same space. Okay, this is what we have. Chain 1. In the next space, make 3 double crochets. chain 1. Get some more yarn here. In the next space, make 3 double crochets. And chain 1. In the next space, you want to make another corner. 3 double crochet, chain 2, and 3 double crochet. This is where we'll repeat what we've already done. Chain 1, make 3 double crochets in the next space, chain 1, 3 double crochet in the next space, chain 1, pull out more yarn, and now we'll make another corner. And I'll get back with you when we get around to finishing. Okay, once again, here we are in our last space where we want to make our last 3 double crochets. Chain 1, join in the 3rd chain of your beginning chain 3, and this would be where you fasten off to change colors. I'm going to slip stitch into the corner space with my same color, and this is where you finish like a regular granny square. You want to make a corner in this corner space, which would be chain 3, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochets, and there goes my yarn again. Here we go, sweetie. Okay, now you finish the second chain 3. I'm sorry, the second 3 double crochets in the corner. You chain 1. In the next space, you make 3 double crochets. Chain 1. 3 double crochets in the next space. Chain 1, 3 double crochets in the next space, chain 1. Now we're in the next corner, so you want to make another corner here. You continue this all the way around till you get back to the beginning chain 3, and you'll slip stitch in the 3rd chain of the chain 3 and fasten off, and that will complete your fancy new granny square. So we'll get to that here in just a moment. Here we are in our last space, making our last 3 double crochets. Chain 1, join in the 3rd chain of your beginning chain 3, and fasten off. Here's your new granny square. It still looks a little rounded in places, but it will square up, especially when you go to sew these together. It will bring that square shape right out. Now here are a few I've made with different color variations. So the dark green is the first round, light green is the second round, dark green is the third and the fourth rounds with the yellow border. This is basically the same, just reversed. The colors are reversed. Actually, it makes this, I like the way it makes this light green stand out here. And let's see, here's one. I tried to make this flower colors. The yellow center, the light pink, medium pink, red, and then the green around the edge to signify the leaves. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial.